Hi everyone, welcome to Teacher Gela podcast. I am Teacher Gela. Let me tell you a sentence here. Cloudy day doesn't mean that there is no sun. What do you think about the sentence? Cloudy day doesn't mean that there is no sun. Well, it's truth, right? We know that it's a truth, but are you remembering this all the time? For me, I have to actually say this to myself often, especially when we have multiple cloudy days, like consecutive multiple cloudy days, or when I feel low. I know that there is a sun outside, but at the moment, I can forget about that. I can forget about that and just complain that why are there so many clouds? There's no sunlight. I need sun. It is making me feel sad. But nowadays, this reminder comes to me a little bit quicker because I practiced. I try to remember it. I try to remind myself again and again. So nowadays, it comes a little bit quicker when I feel sad, when I feel low, when I am tired of cloudy days. This reminder comes to my mind and I say, cloudy day doesn't really mean that there's no sun. You know that there's a sun. There's a sun, actually. Oop, I forgot. But there's a sun behind the clouds. The clouds might go away in the afternoon. I might be able to see it, and that may help my mood. Do you need this kind of reminder too in your life? When I don't quite remember what the situation was like a few days ago, but I remember this sentence, this reminder again. And then, you know what? I thought about work at my school. Because it's only November, it's only third month of this new school year. And I have a toddler class, and they're only 2 years old, right? For many of them, it's their first experience of being separated by their parents or their family. So some of them are still having hard time. And as a teacher in the classroom, I have to give this reminder many, many times throughout the day. I mean, it's only a part-time class, but still I have to say many times during the class. I know you miss mommy. I know you miss daddy. I know they're not here, and I know that you miss them. But remember that mommy loves you, daddy loves you, so they're gonna come back after the class to pick you up. All right? This is a similar reminder, right? Cloudy day doesn't mean that there is no sun. When the clouds are hiding the sun, we forget about the sun and we think like the sun is not there. And it's a very similar reminder for children as well. I know you can see mommy and daddy here, but you know they're there. They love you, they still love you, and you will see them again. So, because I need this reminder and I want me to not to forget this reminder. Because I'm a very emotional person, and when the weather is not good, I get easily sad. I get affected by the weather a lot. So because I love this reminder a lot, I thought I have to make a dedicated podcast episode, blog post. So that's what I'm doing here today. For podcast number 28, we're talking about cloudy day doesn't mean that there is no sun. And I thought about like, how can I explain and teach this lesson to children in a easier way or in a fun way? So I looked for a book that somehow talks about the lesson that I want to teach, but I couldn't find any. I don't know if there are some out there, but I couldn't find, but that's okay because I believe it's my job. My job is to find resources that are available and then use them to teach my lessons to children. So here is a book that I found. The title of this book is Lizzie and the Cloud by the Fenn brothers. Lizzie and the Cloud. I'm going to give you a quick story about this book. So Lizzie is the main character. It's a little girl. One day, Lizzie went to a park with her parents, I think, and she got a baby cloud from a cloud seller. There was a cloud seller. And she got a baby cloud, just looking like a normal cloud. And then she holds it as if it's a balloon. So the cloud is tied on the string, and then Lizzie carries it to her house. And there is an instruction for carrying the cloud. There are actually 6 different things on the list. And let me read you some of them because they're so cute. Name your cloud. Water your cloud daily using only fresh, clean water. Failure to do so may result in your cloud evaporating into thin air. Clouds are sensitive and sometimes moody. Thunderstorms are possible if cloud is unhappy. Those are some of the instructions. Cute, right? So Lizzie named her balloon as Milo. And then she cares Milo with great effort. She waters him, and in return, Milo watered Lizzie's plant. Lizzie sometimes took Milo to her walk. And over the few months, Milo gets bigger and bigger. With help from Lizzie, he grew. And one day he became so big and he covered all of Lizzie's room. He covered all the ceilings of Lizzie's room. And he started to have a tantrum. What do you think the tantrum was? Yeah, he had a thunderstorm. So it was raining in Lizzie's room. So she was hiding under her bed and she waited there until Milo finishes his tantrum. Milo finishes his thunderstorm. When the thunderstorm is done, Lizzie comes out and Lizzie found that Milo looked regretful. Well, Milo just had a thunderstorm, right? Milo didn't seem happy. And then Lizzie realized that she was forgetting the most important thing in the caring manual. It said, never confine a cloud to a small space. Then she decided to let Milo go. So she went to the top of her building. Yeah, that looked scary, actually. I was like, oh my God, that little child is on top of the building. But she went up and she let go Milo over there. And it says in the book, Milo needed to float free. So Lizzie let Milo go and say bye. And then whenever the weather was cloudy, Lizzie thought about Milo and she thought like, oh, that fluffy cloud might be Milo. And she waved him just in case. So that's the end of the story. How do you find the story? I love the story. Isn't it cute and romantic? Also, the illustrations are beautiful. I love this book. I don't know if you noticed it, but there is another part that we can use to teach about growth mindset here. But that's not what I'm going to do for this episode. Maybe I might teach about it later in different episode. But for this episode, the part that we are going to use from this book is that the cloud is like a live thing, like us. They grow, and when they grow, they like to have a freedom. They want to go out to the bigger world and they want to float free. And Lizzie does that. Lizzie allowed Milo to do that. How are we going to connect this thing to our lesson? We can go like this. So cloud is like a live thing, right? They like to float free in the big sky. And while they are floating around in the sky, they can sometimes hide the sun. And that's when we have cloudy days. When we see only clouds in the sky, we think like, oh no, sun is gone. But remember, we can think of Milo, the cloud. The cloud, they like to float around in the sky. And while they are floating around, maybe they are hiding the sun. But it's not that sun is gone, right? It's just hidden by the clouds. And we know that the clouds are going to move again, and then we will see the sun again. The second lesson that I want to teach to children, and that you can teach to your child, is this. You know what is also like the sun and clouds? It's love and memories. How do we make good memories? When we have good time with friends, family, or by ourselves, when we have a good time, we love it so much, and we want to remember it. We don't want to forget about it because it's so good. It made me feel so good. So we want to keep it with us all the time. Then they become memories. When they become memories, they can stay in our mind, in our heart for a long time. Sometimes forever. They are memories in our mind now. But sometimes clouds come. Like the clouds are floating around the sky, clouds sometimes come to our mind and they can hide good memories. They can hide the love that we got from people that we love. And we may feel like, I don't have any good memories. I don't have any love in my mind, in my heart. Think of Milo. Think of the cloud. They are just floating around. They're not going to stay there forever. They like to float free. They're going to float around freely and then they will move away. And then we will be able to see the love and memories again. It's not that they are gone. It's there. They're still there. It's just the clouds hiding them. If you want to give a specific example, you can give an example too. It was Halloween a few days ago. I don't know if your child had a Halloween fun or Halloween party at school. I had a Halloween party at school, and I can give this day as an example. Remember the Halloween day? Remember everybody came in a fun costume. Oh, I was a bumblebee. I was buzzing around. Zzz. It was so fun. I saw unicorns. I saw many witches. I saw spider. I saw construction worker. I saw black cat. And I saw Marshall. It's a character from kids program. It was a very fun day. I had a great time. I had a great memory with my friends at school. Well, today, I don't know why, but I wasn't feeling good. And I didn't want to come to school because school is not fun. I thought, I have no good memories. I don't have any fun memories at school. But that's not really true. And you know that, right? You made a good memory on Halloween day a few days ago. And maybe there are clouds in your mind now and they're hiding your good memories. But remember, when you see the clouds, that doesn't mean that your good memories are gone. The clouds are just hiding them, but it's there. Your good memories are still in your mind. The love from people that you love are still there. And then you can finish this conversation with your child by saying some positive affirmation. Let me give you some examples here. On those days, like you feel the clouds in your heart, you feel the clouds in your mind, tell yourself that. I know I have many good memories. I have lots of love that I got from other people. I am loved. I am filled with love. The clouds are hiding the love at the moment, but I know that it's there and I will see it again. Well, if we just talk about this one time, it might really not stick to children's head. But, they're just like us. Although we know that this is true, cloudy day doesn't mean that there's no sun. We know that it's true, but we sometimes forget, right? Especially at the time that there are clouds. So we need a reminder. It's same for the children. If you feel like this is a good reminder for your child, you can talk about this again and again. And use the book. I love to use a book because it has pictures and simple story. So it's easier for children to understand. And it's more fun, right? So you can use the book. I read this book on YouTube. So it's actually, you can check the book on YouTube, but the illustrations are beautiful and the story is good. So if you love the book, you can buy the book and, use it whenever you want to talk about this lesson. I said the positive affirmation at the end, like I'm talking to a child, but I know there are times that you need to say that to yourself. Because I do have times like that. So if you like the positive affirmation that I wrote, feel free to write them down and say them to yourself when you need them. I have many good memories. I have lots of love that I got from people around me. I just forgot about them because of the clouds in my mind. But yes, I remember. I know that I have good memories. I have love in my mind. I know that I will be able to see them again. So that's it for this week. I hope this book helps you and your child to have a conversation about this topic. I hope this episode, this lesson, can help you when you need it. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time again. Bye.